Time in, fellow bats, and welcome back to another deck profile for the channel. Today we're going to be trying something different. We are going on a budget bees deck. We're going to be trying out the new Kakuna from Crimson Invasion, featuring this lovely little Beedrill here. I went with this one, kind of wanted to try it out. This guy here has 120 HP as a grass type stage 2, has Poison Sting for 1 grass energy, you're going to do 30 damage, and you're going to poison your opponent, which is kind of a nice little benefit there. And then you have Swarming Sting, the main reason we're going to be trying this out, and that is 1 grass energy, 1 colorless. You'll be able to do 40 damage, times the amount of Beedrill in play to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So, that's actually a pretty strong attack. For 2 energy, you can hit for what, 160? Now you can't add, you can add choice band and stuff I think to the active, but I don't think you can do that to any of the others, obviously. But this is the Kakuna that we're really trying to work with here. This guy is an 80 HP stage 1 with multiply, 1 colorless, for 1 grass energy. You get to search your deck for up to 3 Kakuna and put them onto your bench, then shuffle your deck afterwards. So it's really good. Unfortunately, like the current Beedrills in Standard aren't amazing. In my opinion, this might be the best one, other than like Beedrill EX or whatever. But the actual Beedrills, this one I prefer the most because of the Swarming Sting ability, and because of the ability here, we can try and get a lot of Beedrills out really quickly. I'm partnering it up with One Aura Guru. This way I have the ability to never run out of cards. As a lot of people know, I do play quickly, so having a little bit of a rebound is nice, and I don't want to take up too much bench space here, so I obviously am not running any Lele's, and that's where your budget kind of runs into here. We have no EXs or GXs, so they have to take 6 prizes if they want to win this game. The other one is going to be Starmie. I need a way to get energy back, so with Space Beacon, I can easily get those cards back, have that opportunity to run them again, and potentially keep us going there. Next up is going to be Crushing Hammer. I want to slow down my opponent a little bit, being as we are not a very fast deck, we are not quote-unquote aggressive until Beedrills are out. Crushing Hammer will kind of slow down my opponent a little bit. We are running an Evisode, this way I can at least try and get turn 1 Kakuna, this way I can multiply, get those Kakunas out, try and get going, or if I've already got all that set up, I can get an easy like this acts like a 5th Beedrill. We are running Field Blowers. We get to choose up to 2 in any combination of Pokemon tool cards in the stadium and remove them, which is really nice. We are running the Professor's Letter. I want to get those energies. I want to get them out. I did find a little bit of a struggle with them when I was testing prior to using Professor's Letter, so this might be a way to get it. We have the Rare Candy, just in case I have to start a brand new line, Weedle to Beedrill. We can do that, get them right out, not worry about it too much. I'm running 4 Rescue Stretcher. This might be overkill, but there's a lot of pieces to this puzzle. Let me know in the comment section below if you would run less, run more, or if you think, well, you can't run more, but if you think it's the right amount for something like this, because honestly, we're going to be losing a lot of Pokemon because we are such a low HP. So having this ability to kind of get those pieces back in is really nice. Whether it be 1 piece from the discard pile to hand, or 3 into the deck, that's where it's going to matter. I'm running Timer Ball. Again, a lot of evolution pieces, Kakunas, we can get our Starmie, Beedrills, obviously. So if this is going to be some sort of a fun little deck here where we can try and get as many Beedrill out in a turn as possible. We are still running 4 Ultra Ball. I don't know if the count would be perfect here, but I think this will be fine. Ultra Ball is always a given and can easily help us potentially get some other cards later. I'm running Potown as our stadium of choice. Because we want to put down some damage counters onto our opponent as they're evolving, and this is such a huge evolving meta. Even though we are evolving ourselves, we have such a low HP cost that the likelihood of them one-shotting us is pretty high anyway. So this is primarily to try and get some damage onto our opponents and get those swarming stings off a little bit more commonly. We're going to be trying out the new Gladian. This card here is fantastic if one of your prizes are locked. Just use this guy. Be like, yep, no, I'm switching this card with one of my prizes that I desperately need right now, and then boom, I'm good. I think this card will be pretty strong in the future. Next up is a couple Guzma, nothing too out of the sorts here. We know what they do. I'm running a Luzamine, this way I can put supporters back in my hand, or the stadium, depending on how many Potowns I do lose out on. Not a bad thing. We've got our N and Sycamore lineups here. pretty straight, standard stuff here. We are running one Skyla, and I really wanted to use Skyla because we have so many specific item cards that we're going to need throughout the match, whether it be Red Candy, Professor's Letter, Eva Soda, Rescue Stretcher, Timer Ball. There's a lot of stuff that I could really use at certain times that a Skyla is desperate for. I'm trying a Dashing Pouch. That being said, because there's really nothing, how do I say this? I didn't find Choice Band to be the most opportune thing here, and with Dashing Pouch, especially with the Kakuna line, I can try and get him out of here, and if I do spend those 2 energies to do it, I can at least bring him back into my hand, or even if it's a Weedle, like it's a 1 cost, I can go for a Poison Sting turn 1, retreat it out for a Kakuna if I've already got it on the bench, or just, do what I need to do. I can at least retreat out, get those other high cost out, because Beedrill has free retreat, and this particular Starmie has free retreat. Starmie, did I say Starmie? No, Staryu has free retreat, Starmie does not. So it does give us those opportunities to kind of drop an energy and not have to lose that resource. Now, the other thing we're going to try out today is the counter energy. See how it works on in a deck. Again, we are going to be usually lower down in prize card. My opponent will usually have more prize cards taken because we are so fragile. So counter energy should proc a few more times than necessary, and this will help us out getting those. Well, this will help us out getting a Swarming Sting like in a 1 energy drop instead of having to constantly rely on our Grass energy. Now I'm running 7 of them because we are going to be losing a lot of them quite a few times. But I do have the Starmie to try and hopefully keep them in check. So we'll see how we go. Let me know in the comment section below what you would do if you were the one running Beedrill. Would you run some Tapu Leles? Would you run something else? Let me know. As always, it's greatly appreciated, you guys. Let me know your comments and thoughts on a deck. But for today, let's give this one a shot and see just how we do in the versus ladder. Alright guys, match number 1 is against, I don't even know how to pronounce that. We're gonna call him M, because M is his first initial. Anyway, we are going to win this coin toss, so we will definitely want to go first here. Especially if I can set up like a Po-Town, get some Weedles out. We definitely have the Weedle in line, which is great. And we got Po-Town, which is awesome. I might save that for turn 2. But overall, I don't have any Grass energy, and I have no supporters that I can actually use right now. So that is a bit of a problem. But nothing we can't handle. My opponent will have... Oh, there we go. Okay. We're going to drop this up here. And unfortunately, that's going to be the turn. At least next turn, I'll be able to see what my opponent wants to do. He can Beacon, of course, which is going to be a bit of a problem. And I only have a Sycamore. He's just going to get rid of this Po-Town. Make sure... Oh, and the Dashing Pouch. I let into that. I really did. It does drop a Water Energy down, so it is going to be a Ninetales deck, and he is just going to Lily right off the top, giving him a few more energy. This card, unfortunately, doesn't do too much for me. I can get my Starmie, which is good. He's actually playing Kingdra. I guess this 1 energy is so that he can retreat. He's not too worried about anything like that. He is just going to go for Beacon. So my assumption is he's going to get a Kingdra, because he should have our candy in his hand based on the way it is. He's going to go for a Horsey and a Vulpix. So he's playing a little bit of a mixture of both. Alright, so I'm just going to drop a Kakuna back up here. I'm going to lose these cards anyway, so I'm going to grab a Staryu out of the deck. There we go. Put it onto the bench. This way I have that line started. I'm going to Crushing Hammer. We are going to land it, get rid of that Water Energy. We don't need it on there. And we're going to drop that over here. You don't need the Stadium in play, so we're just going to get rid of that. And Sycamore is next up on the charts. Boom. Unfortunately, no N, but it is what it is. I do get my Grass energy that I'm looking for. And at this point, I'm just going to go for a nice little Harden. I only have 2 Kakuna, so one of mine is prized. Bit of unfortunate, but it is what it is. But we got 3 Kakuna down. Looking for those Beedrill. We have opportunities here. Nothing too lost in the discard pile. I had to lose my Luzamine early, which is a bit of a problem. That's one of the big things. I'm not running more than 1 of it in the deck. We are going to see that Seadra is up and running. My opponent did get 2 basics down. It was a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. I have the end this time, so if they want to beacon again, they will not get that opportunity. And I might actually snipe out that Seadra. Actually, it is going to be a Ninetales. Thankfully, we are not an EX or GX Pokemon, so that thing is not going to be too big of a threat to me. We did get their energy away, so they're not going to have that. They're not going to have that. No attacking me this turn. We are going to see a Guzma, and it's going to be another Kakuna in line. A bit of a problem there. But he is just going to go for the Alolan Vulpix. A bit of a waste, in my opinion, on the hit, but it's okay. Now, I'm not too worried about this beacon. I do have the N in hand. That way I can at least save these rescue stretchers, because I really didn't want to use them. He's got a Hoopa. Okay. This is definitely not what I was expecting. I'm going to drop the energy here, because if I can get 2 Beedrill right now, I can instant retreat this guy. 1. Okay, we get 1. I got all 4 of them in here. What can I Ultra Ball away? I can Ultra Ball away maybe my one of my rescue stretchers and the counter energy to get the other Beedrill. At least this way I can attack. So we are going to go right into this. I do want to snipe, so we're just going to retreat into this one. And we're going to Ultra Ball. Unfortunately, like I said, I do have to lose out a few resources here, but we are going to get a second Beedrill. Swarming Sting is now in play. I'm going to make sure that my opponent does not get that Oranguru or the other one. And I want to take out that Seadra before it does anything scary to me. So we are set up. Did not get any of the other cards that we were looking for, though. Let's just go for Professor's Letter. Get these 2 energy out of the deck. They're into my hand now. And my opponent knows I have all that energy, so that is another big thing. So we can at least hit for 80. I'm going to take this knockout on the Seadra. Before it becomes a big threat, I want to get rid of it. We're going to claim our prize, and it is going to be a Grass Energy, so I've got Grass Energy for days! We've got all 7 Grass Energy currently in play, actually. 2 of them on my Beedrill, 5 of them in my hand. That's a lot of energy. Alright, so Water Energy drop onto that Ninetales in the back. My opponent has not got the energy resources right now because I did Crushing Hammer early. He's just going to Super Rod, put probably the 2 horse or the Seadra and the Water Energy back, which is fine. Which is all fine and dandy. We're going to claim that victory. We're going to claim that victory. I don't know. I call that one a win because we got the main tack, but I'm not going to use that one as like our 1 of 3 battle, or 1 of 2 battle. I'm just going to showcase that we were able to get it off, showcase that Beedrill was able to do some stuff, and we're going to get into match number 1 in just a second. Alright guys, match number 1 is here against Ramon, playing a straight fairy deck. So, this could be Gardevoir, this could be a lot of things, but there is no Tapu Lele in this deck. Keep that in mind when playing. We are going to be losing the coin toss, so my opponent can decide if he wants to go first or second. A bit of a downer, because I do like to go first in these decks. But we'll see how he goes. He is going to let us play first, which is awesome. I'm going to start with a Weedle. And I have a few options here, which is good. We are going to also get a Mulligan, which is also amazing. Let's see how this works out for us today. Today, in fact, we will have a Weedle in the front run. So our opponent had 2 Mulligan once. I see Wally. I see Fairy Garden. I don't really know what else to expect, but we'll see it in just a few moments. Selecting their starting Pokemon. I will be getting a Mulligan at some point. Alright, now we get an additional card. We get a Starmie, so not really important. He's just going to be he is a Geomancy Xerneas, which I am alright with. Honestly, for turn 1, I don't have too much that I want to go for. I want a Gladian, see what I can get out of these prizes. I have Staryu, Rescue Stretcher, Timer Ball, and Sycamore and Field Blower. So nothing that's really going to hold me back. I'm going to grab the Staryu because this will be able to keep me from losing out on energy. We're going to play that right down. And I think that's going to be my turn. Because next turn I can at least Ultra Ball away some stuff, get my Kakuna going. I can then end after. I have Starmie down. I'll have options. My opponent goes for a Nest Ball, which will get him a basic, and that is going to be a Ralts. So this is definitely a Gardevoir variant with the Geomancy, of course. This is just going to Wally into Curly right away. He means business right now. Means business. And we are going to see the Fairy Energy drop. Choice Band down onto the Ralts in the back. I'm not worried about it, considering the Choice Band isn't going to do much to me. I'm a Beedrill. I'm a Beedrill deck. I'm a Beedrill. Alright, so we want to Ultra Ball. I'm going to Ultra Ball away this. And I'm going to have to Ultra Ball my Guzma. But this way I can at least get Kakuna. We're going to just straight up evolve now. We're going to put down Potown now. And I'm just going to end. Which is fine. I didn't use up my counter energy. I did get my grass energy so I can multiply. Sadly, I did happen to draw one Kakuna in hand. That is a bit of a problem. Let's go for a Crushing Hammer. We fail on that, though. We can just drop our good old grass energy up here. And I know the other two are going to be in the deck, so that I'm alright with. So we can at least grab two. Drop them on the bench. And that'll be our turn. Next turn I can just drop this counter energy onto it. Hopefully get a Beedrill. And start sniping. I don't know what my opponent has in play. He's got an Evisode. This guy's got everything involved around making sure that that Gardevoir comes out. Maybe I should drop a Wally in here. That would be a kind of a cool card. We are going to see a second energy drop onto the Xerneas, though. And unfortunately for us, this Gardevoir is setting up really quickly. It can take me out right now. If they tend to retreat over, they can knock me out. And I don't have much to say about it. I'm shocked that it didn't take damage. Because of the Evisode. It didn't just drop from my hand. This one will take 30. There we go. You evolved. You took some damage. I'm alright with that. Unfortunately, you can live stream. This attack does damage. He's just gonna knock me out. Well, that's not cool. Let's go into our Kakuna. We get a Beedrill. Get our counter energy. I'm gonna Rescue Stretcher and Pote those two back into the deck. And we're gonna end. I can't do anything with the Kakuna in hand. I can Evisode, get me another Beedrill. We can drop down the Weedle. Dashing Pouch onto you. And that is going to be our turn. Let's go for the Swarming Sting. This will do at least 80. I think we're outmatched here. I think we're a little outmatched here. He's able to do a lot more damage to me. Meant to all of your energy. So that's 20, 40, 60, 80. And I've already taken 30. So I think he's a little out now, but if he attaches at all between these two Pokemon, I'm done for. Gardevoir is really strong right now. He's got a Gardevoir EX as well, so he'll be able to keep up with Life Leap, all those kind of things. He's probably running Mega Guardia as well. Very scary deck right now, and there's the energy drop. So this thing is going to be hitting us for a lot. Alright, so this thing is also getting set up. We're in a bit of trouble. We're in a bit of trouble. Down goes my Beedrill. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oranguru can take the spot here. Rescue Stretcher. Shuffle 3 back in. 1, 2. This might not be the deck we want to be playing against right now. We're going to Sycamore. Unfortunately, this doesn't mean you're not going to be doing too much for me today. We are just going to drop a Kakuna down. But it is what it is. Like, we're hurting here for a lot of stuff. I can at least get a knockout on the Xerneas. I'm not completely out of this. Choice Band means nothing. Well, let's go for a Poison Sting. We're going to hit him for 30. He's got 150 though, so down he will go. Which I'm fine with. We'll claim 1 prize, and it is our Timer Ball. Really don't need Timer Ball. We're not getting the right cards to kind of situate us for this. But that's okay. That's okay. We keep having a Kakuna in hand, which I really don't want. Pokemon Fan Club is going to have 2 more cards. We're trying, though. We're not out of this, but we are trying our hardest to figure out how to get through this. Xerneas returns. Down comes a Cutie Fly. This will have Rabambi's healing effect into it, which means that we'll be in trouble. Infinite Force is going to knock us out. Up comes our weakened Kakuna already. We are going to get a Weedle. I'm going to discard the Field Blower. I don't really need it right now. I'm going to grab 2 Grass Energies from the deck. We're going to we'll be able to multiply here in a second. I can use this Kakuna to evolve the Weedle later. Let's try and get some Beedrills going. Okay, we get 1. We got 1 back. Our flow is steady. Come on, give me 2. 1, 2. Thank you. I can at least get them in my hand. Alright. Now I just gotta multiply. Can we get 2 of them? There's only 1. The other one's knocked out. The other one is knocked out. I can at least try and rare candy, though. This Kakuna is gonna go down, though. This is the problem. Like, we are so fragile that it's gonna make it impossible for us to actually try and knock out big threats like Artie. Like, the GXs are so hard to knock out. Unless you get them early. Unless you get them early. Oh man. So that Gardevoir now has a ton of energy in the back. This one here just needs to hit me for, what, 50? And it'll knock me out. It's doing a lot more than that. This guy's probably enjoying himself right now. But we're trying. We are trying our hardest to figure out if this deck will work. 150. 150. I can at least get a Beedrill in. Second Beedrill in. I can't get a third one. I don't even have to I don't even have to search for rare candy now. Just bring this in. Just bring this in. We go for the second one here. Problem is, I don't have any way of retreating. Or, like, I can retreat, but I have no way of actually attacking. I have no counter energy and no way to get cards. We'll drop the energy here. I'm gonna Guzma in. If I Guzma in the Xerneas, they might be able to knock me out here. And it's only 1 energy. I think I lost this one. I think I lost this one. It's alright. It's alright. We're having a good time. I understand that this deck ain't gonna be broken. I understand that it ain't gonna be broken. But you know what? We are trying it out the best we can. My problem is I'm getting shot with a lot of the pieces in my hand. 2 piece, 2 fairy energy for him. 1 fairy energy down. They can just secret spring to this one and then knock me out. And I'm in trouble again. And then they just need to take out 1 more Beedrill, and I've unfortunately lost this match. Oh, Mega. They just passed the turn. Okay then. I will take that. How many Beedrill lines do I have in there? I want to do this properly. I've got enough in there that I can just kind of go for it. We can rescue Stretcher. Shuffle 3 back in. Weedle, Kakuna, and Beedrill. We're gonna get an extra card out of this. Professor's Letter. Really not what I'm after. Not what I'm after right now. Okay. So we got 2 Beedrill. I can snipe for 80. I can get 1 attacker. I might as well get the Rabombi if it's getting the energy out. I don't know. Let's snipe it. Let's get it out of here. We don't want that. Get it out of here. You can't have those energy. We'll just grab 1 more prize. It's going to be a rescue Stretcher, which is good. But at the point we're at, it does not matter. My opponent will be able to just knock me out. 2 more hits, and I'll be gonzo funzo. This thing is going to be hitting me for a ton of damage. Maybe losing a few things. Oh, it's just this one. It's coming back in. That's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 210. 210 damage is nothing! So Mac B in the face. Oh, there we go. More energy onto that Xerneas. How much energy are you running? How much energy are you running? You got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got more than 10 in there. Interesting. I'd love a supporter. I really would. A supporter that could draw cards. I get grass energy. I can poison sting him. But unfortunately, this is going to be match number 1. There's not much I can do here in terms of anything. I'm just going to poison sting, finish off this game. He's going to knock me out. We did try, though. We did try to keep up. Our Beedrills, like, we never didn't run out of a Beedrill. Problem is, our damage is based on how many Beedrills we have in play. So, with that being said, it's really hard to have all 4 Beedrill in when your opponent is an EX or GX right off the hop. When they're playing, like, Alolan Vulpix and they're going slow, it's not that bad. But when they're playing, like, breaks, EX, like, look at this. This was a fantastic deck example of GXs, breaks, and EXs working together. And Megas, of course. But my opponent has everything it takes now to wipe the floor with my... Why are you doing this? Knock out my Beedrill, please. He's just having fun. He's just having fun. Knock out my Beedrill! Come on! There you go. Infinite Force, 270 damage. I'm pretty sure you wanted to go higher. But unfortunately, that is going to be their first match. We did get a defeat. Not a big deal. We did get to showcase how Beedrill can hit, how it hits, how hard it's going to be to set up. Maybe adding a Wally would have been a cool idea. But we're going to try one more game, see if we can, you know, test the waters a little bit more. But maybe Beedrill's time to shine is just not quite yet. Alright guys, match number 2 is against Sectosumpra. I don't know if I'm saying it right, and I apologize. If you watch this video and you see that I am mispronouncing your name, please know that I am doing it out of the kindest of my heart, and not out of any malice. I just don't know how to pronounce half of this stuff. We are going to win this coin toss. We're going to say, yes, we want it. We want to go first. We want to be evolving first. We have nothing to play. These dashing pouches are useless in this deck, though. Now that I'm playing it, it's a really cool idea because it does let us have the ability to, like, retreat our Oran Gurus and all that. But with Starmie as well, they're kind of just taking up deck space. So we'll see how it goes, though. I don't know about you guys, but I don't usually do, like, changes as we go. I just kind of make comments to be like, yo, don't add that. Don't add this. Don't do this. Because we're always trying new things out as we play. Unfortunately, I'm only going to have a Staryu in this matchup against Yveltal decks. Oh, no! I'm going to Gladiator turn 1. That was a really big mistake. I see that a Kakuna is prized, which is a problem. I'm going to Ultra Ball into a Sycamore. Field Blower. I want the Field Blower. I know I'm going to need the Field Blower. That's not the card I need right now. Alright, so I'm going to play that. Play this down. And pass this turn. Pass this turn. Hope that we can manage the next turn. We do see a Dark Energy hit. It's going to hit us for an Oblivion Wing, but I'm going to be using it on my Staryu. It's not going to be the end of the world. Yveltal and... I missed the other one. I think it was just 2 Yveltals. Like an EX and another one. So we're going to take 30. Not going to see a Dark Energy get attached. It's just going to take 30. There we go. Okay, so Kakuna is all set up and ready to go. We're going to retreat out of here. Set up our Grass Energy. Set up a Timer Ball. 1 Timer Ball. So I'm going to get the Starmie out of this. Just this way I can evolve. I'm not threatened by anything. And I have a clear hand for a Sycamore. I get another Weedle. I'm just going to multiply, aren't I? I'm just going to multiply. Let's hold off on the Weedle for now. Let's go for the multiply. We're going to get 2. 2 more Kakuna. I can Evisoda 1 Beedrill. I can Ultra Ball for another. And maybe end to get a 3rd. All 4 of them are in the deck, so there's a possibility we can get them. Oblivion Wing is going to hit me for 30, which is fine. We got another Ultra Ball. I'm going to drop this Weedle down so I have a rights to get to that Kakuna if we pull it in the prizes. Evisoda are active. There's only 3 Beedrill. There is 1 prized. So keep that in mind when doing this. Actually, is there? No. Yeah, one's missing. Okay. I'm gonna Ultra Ball our Grass Energy. And our Rescue Stretcher. No. Gotta go with the Ultra Ball. We're gonna get a second Beedrill down. That's right, we can still end for the 3rd. We can still end for the 3rd. Okay, and then we can just go for an end. Hope we get our card that we're looking for. We do not. But we do get a Timer Ball, so I do have the opportunity to get it. Let's go for it. Come on. No! We had the opportunity to knock out. Well, not knock out. 4, 8, 12. Not close to a knockout, but... I can drop Po Town down now. And sadly, that's our best play. We're going to go for a Swarming Sting. Do I just go for the poison? Or do I just hit these guys? Because these are the ones that are actually going to be... Because he can't knock me out. He can knock me out right now. But I'll also be able to use the energy here. And I can take 2 prizes on the next turn. Let's do that. Alright, so we've got some damage down on the Yveltal. He is going to bring in the energy on this one. Darkness Blade is going to come in. I'm going to lose a Beedrill, but I have the opportunity to just rescue Stretcher and bring it back, which is fine. So that's all fine and dandy. I'll actually rare candy that. Field Blower. Let's go for a Rescue Stretcher. Put a Pokemon in discard to hand. I just want the Beedrill right away. No! I said I wanted to rare candy it! Sometimes you just kind of go with the flow and you forget things. Well, okay, I got no choice here. I will be able to do it again, and I still have the rare candy for when this one goes down, so I guess it's not the end of the world. I've attached. Let's just go for the energy here. We're going to Swarming Sting. We're going to take out a Yveltal EX here. No, we're not. I would have if I had 3, but I didn't have 3. I'm hurting here. I'm hurting bad, actually. Goes for a Darkness Blade. Cannot knock me out. Alright, he cannot attack next turn, which is great for us. Great for us. I'm gonna sacrifice this Weedle. In the name of the bees, we need energy. And I can also rescue Stretcher them back in later. So we have another Beedrill set up and ready to go. Let's Swarming Sting. Take out this one. Can we get a Beedrill and a Kakuna out of the prizes? This would be huge for us right now. We get Potown, Beedrill. Okay, we got Beedrill. So I can rare candy into another one. He can retreat, though, and go in for an attack. He's just going to revive it. Wow. I have not seen revive in a while. So he's just going to outright revive and bring back the Yveltal. Does set up. Does he just retreat? He does retreat. 2 energies out to bring this guy in. Okay. Our Potown is the only thing that's hurting us, so I might want to actually remove it from play. Because he's not evolving, he's just running Yveltal. Why did I go into that one? I still took... Why am I not playing this right? I keep saying, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Don't do it. But we don't do it. Alright, so it's gone. We are going to retreat into you. I can't get a third Beedrill down. There's no way I can get a third Beedrill down. Let's rescue Stretcher. Put 3 in combination. And I'm also running out of cards in hand. So I'm running out of resources. I'm going well, though. Like, I'm at least keeping a train of these things going. But in terms of the rest of it, like... I got nothing. I don't want to play that Potown, so let's just exchange it for 2 or A energy. I should have checked that. I'm playing on tilt, I think. Just a little bit here. I can only hit for 80. His Evil Ball hits for 20, 40, 60. It's 100. And I've got no supporters either, which is a big problem. We're gonna hit the Yveltal. Got to. We just have to. It's gonna be a slow game though, like my opponent does need to take out a lot. He is playing a Tyranno! At least he got more cards than I do. He can easily now Y-Cyclone, which is what he's going to do. Doesn't matter what he does, he can just knock me out. I can at least attack. Drops an energy up to the back one, so now this one will be ready to go. I need a supporter. Come on, top deck a supporter. Please! That's a counter energy. It's a counter energy, so I need a poison now. I'm literally gonna be doing the same amount of damage because I've only got one Beedrill left. I've just run out of steam at this point, but at least the poison, he'll either have to retreat out to counter it or do something, but like, I've got nothing going on for me now. Like, I've got nothing. He's gonna knock out this Beedrill, and I've got a counter energy for a Weedle while this thing's already poisoned. I don't know what I need now. We're trying, though. We are still going. I need a supporter. That's not the supporter we want. That's not the supporter we want! Bring in this one. This is going to seem weird, but I'm going to actually use my counter energy to potentially paralyze it. So we're going to do 30. Come on, Para. Come on, Para. No! I'm going to lose my way of getting energy. I'm going to lose my way of getting a lot of things right now. There's no way of coming back. There's no way of coming back. I needed that turn of Para. I needed that turn of Para. I have not had a supporter! I've had 2 Sycamore and an N. Never mind, I've had tons. I just can't seem to keep up. Now I get a Sycamore. It's too late. It's too late to come back now. I've already used the rare candy. At this point, it is way too late. We're going to try the Timer Ball first. It does get a Kakuna. I can evolve. But I think it's too late to multiply. I think it's too late to multiply. I don't even have one. They've all... Oh, man. You definitely have that dark energy, so you can hit me for 60... Yeah, I go down for 80. Unfortunately, we had a try at Beedrill. I think there were a few cards that I could probably switch out. Like, I could probably switch out those dashing pouches. They weren't doing anything. Whether you could use Choice Band or not, it's up to you, depending if you're hitting active, of course. You can use Wally to try and get turn 1, Kakuna. In that regard, you could probably throw in Tapu Lele. Again, I was going a budget build, trying out a few things, trying out a lot of the new cards. I originally had Counter Catcher in here as well, but I took that out because there was no time to ever really play it. And again, Beedrill's really hard because you need to have 4 of them out to do any massive damage. So with that being said, though, I had an alright time with this. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys would do with this deck, what changes you would make. I think we're going to be probably trying a few more budget decks as we go through. I did not invest in a Crimson Invasion, so it's taken me a while to get the GXs for the set, but I'm working on it. I've got most of my Nihilogos, so that'll be coming soon. I'm still working on Buzzwells. I've only got 2 of 4, but we are working on it. We are going to be bringing you as many decks as I can. TCGO Battles are coming. I've got 2 people already requesting. If you guys have a request on TCGO Battles as well, let me know on either in the comment section below on Twitter. Get involved in the channel. It is going to be great if you guys can get involved. But that is going to be it for today. I will see you guys in the next video, but until then, time out.